Hello guys, this is another question before us. Question says solve for x if 404 base 5 is equal to 150 to base x. It means that this particular number in base 5 system is equivalent to this 150 to this particular base number system, which we don't know, right? In order to solve this, it's simple. All we need to do is that we will need to convert this number base to base 10 and also convert this one to base 10 while attempting to solve the value of x, right? So now let's start the conversions. Here we have 4 multiplied by the base is 5, right? Plus 0 times 5 plus 4 again times 5 equal to 1 times what's the base? That's x, right? So I can simply use dots. 1 dot x plus 5 dot x plus 0 dot x. Now this 5 will take a power of 0, while this one will take a power of 1, and this one will take a power of 2. While this x here, starting from the last value, it will also take a power of 0. This one will take a power of 1, while this one will take a power of 2. Alright, so this will now implies that we have 4 by, that is 25. 5 times 5, which is 5 squared, is equal to 25, plus 0 times 5 times 1. 5 in one place, that is what? That is 5 raised to the power of 1, which is 5, plus 4 times 5 to a power of 0 is equal to 1, which equals to, so this will be what? 1 times x raised to the power of 2 will be x squared, right, plus 5 x raised to the power of 1 is x. So why this one will be 0 plus 0. Alright, so 4 by 25 will give us 100, plus this one will be 0, plus this one will be 4, equals x squared plus 5 dot x will give us 5x. That is 5 multiplied by x plus 0. Alright, let's sum this up. So we have 104 equal to x squared plus 5x. Alright, if we rearrange this, we're gonna have something like 0 equal, let's say we take this inside, x squared plus 5x minus, that'll be minus 104. Alright, so you can write it as x squared plus 5x minus 104 equal 0. Yeah, this is a quadratic equation, right? So a quadratic equation. So is this what? Is this equation has real values? Yes. If you check, so this is what? This is our c, minus 4 minus 104. So our b squared minus 4ac automatically will be greater than or equal to what? 0. If you plug in the what? If you plug in the values, this is what? This is minus, minus 104. While this one is, our a is 1. So everything will give you a positive value. So it has real values. Now let's check whether we can easily solve it by using the factorization method. Now to factorize this, we factorize this left hand side before equating to 0, what we're gonna do is that, what is the value of our square term here, which is a quadratic term, is 1, right? Is 1. So 1 multiplied by minus 104, that gives us our product. That's our product of roots. Product of root is minus 104, right? While the coefficient of the linear term in our quadratic or our quadratic equation, that is, I mean x, will give us the sum of the roots. So which means sum of roots here is equals to plus 5. What does this mean? It means that to factorize this, we need to look for two numbers in which if we multiply them, we have negative 104. But if we add numbers together, we will get 5. All right. Now, as a rule of thumb, if you say a multiplied by b, a multiplied by b, for instance, is positive, right? It means that either a is positive and also b is also positive, or both of them are negative. That way you have a positive or a positive product. But to have a negative or a negative product, you have your two terms, either one of them must be a negative value. Either your a is negative or your b is negative. In that case, that will give you what? That will give you a minus or a minus value of your product. Now, what I'm trying to tell you is that this minus 4, to get the two numbers, you must know that one of the numbers, one of them is negative while the other is positive. And again, the sum is plus 5, which means to have a positive, to have a positive addition, like you say a plus b is greater than 0. Yes, if a plus b is greater than 0, that means positive. It means that either both of this a or b, either both of them are positive. Or if one is negative, therefore it means the one that is positive is more of magnitude than the one that is negative. Like let's say 3, if you say 3 minus 2, your answer will be greater than what? 0, which is 1, right? But if you say 3 plus 2, that will be less than, which is minus 1. Now, therefore, our two values there, one is what? One is negative while the other is positive. But the one that is positive is greater than the one that is negative. That is the message. Now, what are the two numbers now? Let's consider 104, right? 104. What are the two numbers that we are looking for? Can you pause the video and think about it? All right. Yeah. So let's say you use the long division method to get the product here. 2 will definitely go here, right? That will be this will be 5. Yes, 5, and this will be what? Yeah, 10 into what? How many 2s are we going to get in 10? That's 5. Now 4 divided by 2, that will be 2. Another, you can see what? You can say 2, right? So 2. What are we going to get here? So how many 2s are there in 5? That is 2, remain 1. So making this 12. So 12 divided by 2, that will be 6. All right. Okay. Now divide by 2 again. 2 will still go. So how many 2s are you going to get in 2? That's 1. What about 6? That would be what? That would be 3. Is there any other word? Is there any other number that can what? That can go here? Yes. The only number that can what? That is divisible by 13 here is what? is 13 itself and also 1. So we go for 13. So right, we go for 13. Now, what does this mean? It means that how what? These are all what? These are all factors of 104. Now, how are we now going to form the two numbers from these factors? Let's check. Either you say, okay, 2, if you isolate these two, that will be 2, or 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 18. So that will even be way, way even much more than what? Much more than this sum. Like, if you say what? If you say, okay, this one, 2 multiplied by 13, that's what? That's 26. 26 multiplied by 2, 52. Okay, 52. You say 52, 52 and 2 and 52. So does that make sense? No, because if you say, okay, this is what? This is positive and this, and this is negative. 52 or 52 minus 2 will give you 50, which is out of phase, right? Okay, if you go for something like, okay, 2 by 2, which is 4, right? If you say 4 and the rest will be what? 4 and what? 4 and 26. 4 and 26. If this one is still positive while this one is negative, it's still what? It's still not matching what? Matching our sum of roots. Are you getting the point now? So now let's go for this 2 by 2 by 2 to give us 8 and 13, right? So if this is what? If this is positive and this one is negative, right? So you see 13 minus 8 will give us our plus 5. That's great now. So which means the two numbers to use is what? Is 8 minus 8 and 13, right? So let's take all this out. So let's take all this out. Now, fine. Now, the two numbers that we are going to utilize here is what? Is minus 8 what? Minus 8 and plus 13. That will be what? Minus 8x and 13x. So what we are trying to do right now is that we now substitute that with this 5x. We substitute all this value with 5x, which now implies that our x squared now have x squared plus, all right, plus what? Plus we can say what? 13 what? Plus 13x minus 8x, right? So if you say plus 13x minus 8x will still give you 5x. So that's cool. Minus 104 equals 0. All right. Now look at the right hand side of your equation here, the left hand side of the equation here, sorry. So you have 4 terms, right? You can group them in 2. So which means you can have x squared here plus what? Plus 13x. Close the bracket again. So now let's group these ones two together again. So you say plus, you put all of them in what? Put all of them as negative, right? You say plus, here it must be what? Minus 8x minus 104, right? But that's what, that's still wasting our time, because there is something common here. It's minus 1, right? So sorry, minus 1 is minus 8. If you take minus 8 out, you have x here. This will be what? Be plus 18 equals 0. This common here. You have x and common factor. You factorize that x out. You now have x out. So x squared divided by x will give you x, plus 13x divided by x will give you 13, right? So minus 8 in bracket what? X plus 13, close the bracket, equals 0. What does this mean? It means that we have two terms right now, but out of 2 terms we still have a particular factor common between both of them. And what is the common factor here? This is the common factor. You take the common factor, you take it, right? If you take it out, you have x plus 13, right? So in bracket, because x in bracket, x plus 13, close bracket, divided by x plus 13 to give you x, right? Okay, minus if you say 8 in bracket x plus 13 close bracket divided by x plus 13, this one will cancel this out. What will remain? That will be 8, right? We close it, equals 0. What does this mean? It means that we have two values multiplying each other. Let's say something like a multiplied by b, everything is equals 0, right? You know, for it to work, for it to have a zero product, it means that either one of your unknown is 0, or both of them are zeros. All right, so which one is which? We don't know. Therefore, we will now say that our x plus 13 equals to 0, or we say x minus 8 is equals to 0. Now our answer will be what? Our answer will be x equal to minus 13, or x will be equals to 8. Right. Now, which one do you think will be the value of this x? That's it. Which one? Is your base gonna be negative? No, our base won't be negative. So any number to a particular base will have a base that are positive integers. So our number base must be a positive integer, which means our answer x will be equals to 8. That is our final answer. Thank you very much for following up to this level. Hope you learned something great. Kindly do to subscribe to our channel and follow us, and like this content, and also try to share so that it will get to someone that might even need this one more. Thank you very much.